Welcome to a sort of update video. This is my update on my classic series. So basically the title of this one will be Classic Series Updates. Now, pretty much some people who are probably new to my channel like, what classic series do I review? Well, some of them are simply, somewhat classic in a way. Usually older series that may or may not be publishing anymore. Mostly it's from Marvel and DC. I do have one independent comic I'm planning on doing. But the current group series I do Uncanny X-Men. Eventually I might also do the X-Men Volume 2 series, which was later renamed to New X-Men and X-Men again. Then of course um, X-Men Legacy. I'll probably do that, but I probably will stop possibly with the ending with issue 275. I don't have any plans to do the Legion volume because it is quite bizarre, to say the least, and I really let somebody else do it. Okay. The other two group series that I'm currently doing is in fact Teen Titans, though I'm currently working on the new Teen Titans era. My friend Edgar is working on the third volume of the series, which is he's a few issues in. He's also currently working on he already did volume 4. He did that, and he's currently working on volume 5. So 3 and 5 is currently working on for Teen Titans. Myself, now I saw in plans that he wanted to do new Teen Titans. I'd say kind of take off his hands so he doesn't have too much to do, because if you've seen his plate of what series he wants to review, it is quite long, and mine is probably quite long too. And the only other one I'm doing is The Outsiders. I've only done one episode of that, and I was just reviewed the first issue. That's just what I remember for the first issue. I am planning on doing more of Outsider Classics. I haven't canceled it. I didn't stop it. I just haven't found time to actually do it. That's really the thing with doing these reviews, just finding time to actually do it. That's just the thing. For Kenny X-Men, I'm already in the Chris Claremont era. Now, some people who are curious of why did I stop doing the Spotlight era stuff and go straight to the Chris Claremont stuff, because I really wanted to move on from the Spotlight era, so that's why I moved on to the Chris Claremont era. And of course, in the case of The Outsiders, I would love to do more. I'm going to get some material for that, basically because I want to do videos for these things instead of always doing audio only, because one of the reasons why that I haven't done that many of the audio only reviews, and why I can't keep constantly doing put up 2 or 3 a day, is because I've got a slow computer. That is mainly the reason why, and it has tendency to overheat. Yeah, that's mainly the reason why I haven't done that many, and why I haven't done an audio only review. Why it took me a while to do the redo this recently, because sometimes it takes a while just to save it is no problem. It's just formatting it to YouTube video. It takes a while with my computer. I have to keep constantly getting all the temp files so it can go a little faster. It takes 30 minutes, possibly an hour, just to save these videos. Now, it's not the fault of the program I use, it's the fault of my laptop. That's what I use. Okay? Now here are the other books the solo books, there's only 2 of them I'm currently doing. One is Iron Fist, which I'm going to continue doing that. I just gotta get a Marvel Team Up essential book, because I have Marvel 2, because my next episode I really wanted to do the solo issue, the one issue that of Marvel Team Up that he appeared in during his series, and the issue of Marvel 2-in-1. I really want to do that for the next episode. I gotta get my hands on that, and I'm also planning for that particular one. I'm also planning, after I get those 2, my next thing I want to do is to do the arc which resurrects him in the name of the Submariner book, and of course all of his mini-series, and his last 2 ongoing series, the Immortal Iron Fist and Iron Fist Living Weapon. That's currently what is planned for Iron Fist. Uncanny X-Men, just the Uncanny X-Men series, and possibly X-Men Volume 2. Would I do New Mutants or X-Factor? Time will tell if I do those or not. Teen Titans, basically, like I said. Outsiders, I plan to do all the Outsider books. Every single one of them. But I'm starting with Batman the Outsiders because that's the first one. When I eventually do the other ones, when I get material for them. If anybody wants to send me some of this stuff, go right ahead. You can private message me in the back end of my channel or at least talk to me on Skype about basically of how to send it to me. Okay. Now here are the ones now here are the group classic reviews that are upcoming that I plan on doing. Some of these are pretty quick. There's a few of these that are pretty quick to get through, so they won't be too long to get through. So yeah. So okay, first it's Defenders. Yes, Defenders. I really want to do that series because it's one of my favorite series. It's one of those underrated group series published by Marvel because the thing is, when you think of Marvel group books, the 4 books you think of are Uncanny X-Men, Fantastic Four, and the Avengers. That's who you think of when you think of Marvel books. I wanted to do Defenders. Champions, simply because now this is the classic Champions book. Series that was produced back in the 70s. Not the current one that Mark Waid and Roberto Ramos did, which that book is awesome, by the way. I read the first 2 issues of it. I really want to do the classic series, simply because this is a series that will not take me too long to get through, and it should be pretty quick to get through, plus, of course, the other stuff they were appearing in at that point. The only book that's not collected in the... I plan to review these from the Champions Classics trades, but the only issue that's not collected there, and there's a very good reason for it, is Godzilla #3. The reason why that is not collected in the trade is simply because Marvel does not own the rights to Godzilla. That belongs to IDW. Which I think Marvel was allowed permission from Dark Horse to reprint the Godzilla series, because I think at that point Godzilla was owned by Dark Horse before IDW got the license to publish them. To publish the sole Godzilla series published by Marvel, it was 24 issues called Godzilla King of the Monsters. Great series, I highly recommend it. My guess is they must have asked them if they could do this, so they did it. Yep. Am I playing reviewing Godzilla? No. Though I do enjoy the Godzilla books. Alright. Next, of course, is Power Man Iron Fist. This I will kind of do. I will start doing these after I go through Luke Cage. When first was known as Luke Cage Hero for Hire and Luke Cage Power Man. After I get to those 49 issues, then I will start doing Power Man Iron Fist. Now, Power Man Iron Fist, all I plan to do for that is simply the original comic that started from issue 50 to 125, the Marvel team-up issues that these two appeared in as the group Power Man Iron Fist, and the one issue of Rom. Yeah, there's an issue of Rom that crosses over with Power Man Iron Fist they appear in, and there's an issue of Secret Wars 2 that I want to do for Power Man Iron Fist. And the only other books I really want to do featuring these two, there's an issue of Spider-Man Unlimited that I'm planning on doing for that series when I get a chance to do it. And I'll finish it up with the second volume of Power Man Iron Fist, published in 2011, written by Fred Van Lin. That will be my last thing I will do for that series when I conclude it. Alright? Heroes for Hire. Why the heck not? It's only 3 volumes and they're not very long. I also plan to do with this the Villains for Hire miniseries that will be included with it. Now, basically the 3 volumes, the Villains for Hire miniseries, and the Heroes for Hire one-shot from Spider Island. Okay? Suicide Squad. Mainly just the first 3 volumes. I don't have any plans to review the new 52 volume. Just the first 3 volumes. Okay. Justice League International, because I enjoy the book. That's the reason why. And this is basically the Justice League / Justice League International Justice League America book. That book. Yes. Next is Justice League Europe. Went to both Justice League Europe and Justice League International. Would I review the other two books, Task Force and Quarterly? I don't know. That's not currently on my slate right now to review. Alright. Other books placed to explain and review. The Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, this will be the 2008 series. And, only 2008 series and the Anti Run. And the current, mainly just the Danab Anti run. That's all I plan to do for that particular run. I'll probably do a separate one to do the Bendis run, because Bendis is the current writer for it. Mainly it's just the Danab Anti team I really want to do, which will also include Thanos in the period of miniseries. Okay? West Coast Avengers / Avengers West Coast. Why the heck not? I mean, people think that possibly New Avengers was the first spin-off book of Avengers. No, it wasn't. It was Avengers West Coast. I planned this book. This book is only just 106 issues, so unlike some other books I plan to review, this one's not as long as those other ones. Okay. Next is Birds of Prey. Why not? Mainly, I would just do the 3 volumes of Birds of Prey that have been released. The first volume, which was 127 issues, second volume, which is 15 issues, and the third volume, which was 30 issues. Yes, I plan to do all 3 of those volumes. Would I include Batgirl and Birds of Prey with that? No. Separate series. Just the 3 volumes they've released for Birds of Prey. Okay. Next is a series that I have the reviews for the trades for this for my Comic Corner Classics / Non-Classics. That's G.I. Joe American Hero. This is a group book, and I want to do it. I want to just do just a Marvel book. Just a Marvel book. Doing the IDW stuff, and if I even wanted to, the Devil's Due stuff. Well, in the case of IDW, I've read some of it, but I haven't read all of it yet. I just don't have any plans to review the other stuff. Just the original comic book. Larry Hama started back in '82. That's what I want to do. Doom Patrol. Not a surprise for some people because I'm a huge fan of the Doom Patrol. Yeah, I really want to do that. The flagship series Avengers. My friend Edgar also is planning on doing this, but I figured, oh, why not add it to my series basically to review. Let's see. New Avengers, Mighty Avengers, Secret Avengers. Yes, I plan to do all 3 of those. Justice League America, and Checkmate. In the case of Justice League America, the 3 volumes, the JSA book, and that's it for Justice League America. Would I do the original All-Star Comics run? I could do that if I wanted to. For me, that's just optional. I just wanted to do the main Justice League America book. Checkmate is simply just a 2-volume series. Both first one was like 33 issues, and the second one was 31. This one will not take me too long. It's the other one. It's this one along with Suicide Squad and Champions. That there isn't like a really big high amount of issues for these. Well, mainly just Champions, and this one doesn't have a high amount of issues. But Checkmate's the last one, and it's the Keppenberg run and the Greg Rucka run that I plan on doing. Solo reviews: Captain America, Luke Cage, Daredevil, Hawkman, Hawkworld. Yes, Hawkworld is a solo series. It's a Hawkman title. Okay. That's not what I'm looking for. Here we go. Nova, Miss Marvel, Supergirl, Green Arrow, Vigilante, Deathstroke, and Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle, the DC run. Until I get the Action Comics archives, just the DC run is all I plan on doing for Blue Beetle. For Deathstroke, just the first 3 volumes of the series. I definitely was planning on doing Deathstroke. It was one of the ideas I wanted to do when I started New Teen Titans, so I figured, oh, why not? For Green Arrow, because I'm a huge fan of the character, why not? Vigilante, I only plan on reviewing the first and third volumes of the series because it's the Chase Brothers, and the second volume really has nothing to do with the Chase Brothers at all. And this is the version created by Marvel from George Perez, not the cowboy one. I should point that out. If you look up this character, he wears a completely different outfit than the Greg Sanders version. I only want to do the one Marvel from George Perez, the one that's kind of like, who is technically more DC version of the Punisher. Okay, Nova, because he's a Marvel open creation. Why not? And mainly I'm gonna do the first 4 volumes, just the Richard Rider run. I will probably do Sam Alexander as a separate thing. Supergirl, why not? It's not a bad idea to do, especially with the Supergirl TV show right now. So why not do reviews of the previous 6 volumes of the series? I mean, the first volume is only 23 issues, and the second volume is only like 23, and then you have the third volume, which is a 4-issue limited series. That's third volume. Fourth volume is 80 issues. The fifth volume is 67. The sixth volume is I think it's 40 issues, and I know the current book is about 2-3 issues in right now. I mainly plan on doing the first 6 volumes, but I'll probably do it probably similar format to how Edgar does his Iron Man reviews. Well, in the case of the first 2 volumes, I'll do those like do first volume and the second volume. I will start the third volume probably the same time as the first volume, and third and fourth same time, kind of like the same thing that one. 5 I'll start on its own. I'll start at the same time as like 1 and 3, and 6 I'll do on its own as well. But mainly just the first 6 volumes. That's what I personally plan on doing. Miss Marvel, the original Carol Danvers stuff, that's what I wanted to do. I don't have currently any plans to do Kamala Khan. If someone wants to do a review of, I mean, there have been reviews of the Kamala Khan run because the book only started 3 years ago. So I mainly just want to do the Carol Danvers volumes. That's what I want to do when it comes to Miss Marvel. Hawkman, because I'm a huge fan of the character, so I figured why not do that in a Hawk World series. Daredevil, kind of the same thing. And I haven't seen anybody doing classic reviews of Daredevil yet, and he's another character I'm a fan of. Luke Cage, because Netflix show, even though it's out now, but I really want to do it. I just want to do Luke Cage because I wanted to do Power Man and Fist. Though in the case of Luke Cage, I just plan to do his original 49-issue book, which led into Power Man and Fist. Cage, Volume 1, Volume 2, New Avengers Cage, and that's it. That's all I plan to do. Basically 4 books. 4 series is all I plan to do for Luke Cage. I'm not planning on doing the current Cage miniseries out right now. That is something completely different. I'm just planning on doing the original 49-issue run when it was Luke Cage Here for Hire / Luke Cage Power Man. The Cage series from the 90s. The second volume was published on the Max imprint. And finally, the New Avengers Luke Cage miniseries, which was published between New Avengers Volume 1 and 2. For Captain America, the whole series. And plus, because he's my third favorite superhero, so why the heck not? Okay, so, if anyone wants to give me the material for this series, go right ahead. Be sure to back message me my channel for contact info. Okay, so that's it for this video. Stay tuned for more. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. But yep, that's it. See you all in the next video.